My name is Amitra Pitre. I'm a resident of HHA, and I would love to share my success story. I got into housing because of I was escaping a domestic violence situation. So I was able to get emergency housing and get housed through HHA. I would say that it's a really good program if you learn how to work it. My success story starts by just initially being in the neighborhood, not knowing what to do, trying to start my healing journey from past trauma, past hurts, and initially getting all these different flyers on my door to join the resident council, to join this program, that program, Section 3, the FSS. So that's a little bit of how it started. And my next steps, I would say, I didn't just wonder about the flyers on my door. I started to inquire about them, started to reach out to the people whose names were on the flyers. I met Miss Lindsay Pollard, where she introduced me to the program, what Section 3 was. And from there, I started meeting more people and making more connections. Then I got into the FSS program with Kimberly Fern, who is my case manager. And she helped me set up goals for my career, my family, just different things so that I can stay encouraged and not give up along the way. And it's a 5-year program, but within that program, I've met many of my goals as far as education as well. Some things we've had to add to the list. I've gotten a new car. I've been able to see a therapist, a counselor. I've been able to get resources for my daughter, get her help as well. And when I first started the program, the FSS program, I was a licensed minister, but fast forwarding to today, December 2025, I am an ordained evangelist. Um, I've gotten a childcare certificate, a Stewards of Children certificate with the National Child Advocacy Center, with the program through Quinn and Young, the childcare program. I believe I was cohort 3. So from there, and from that cohort, it just continued. It gave me the confidence to apply for other programs. I was able to finish the business bootcamp with CNI Solutions while also getting accepted into JF Drake State to do the cybersecurity bootcamp, which I completed that program and have a certificate for that as well. So I would say my experience has been very positive because of the people I've met, because of my mindset and how I was in the programs. So I'm very grateful for everything I've experienced. Oh, and I've even sat on 2 boards as far as the resident council. I was the president of Lincoln Park, and I also sat on the RAD board, the resident advisory board, as a secretary for a little time. First, I was an assistant secretary, then I went to secretary. After escaping domestic violence, it wasn't too much longer after that I wanted to give back, and I wanted to be able to provide other people with the same resources that I initially did not have. And going through CNI Solutions, they helped me create a business plan on how to get that business up and running. I'm going to create a nonprofit. I already have the name. It's called Heartful Refuge for Women and Children. It will be a shelter for domestic violence survivors or people who are trying to escape domestic violence, because one of the most dangerous times in domestic violence is when you're leaving or escaping. So I would like to be a resource for those other families. If I can give you any advice, my advice of hope would be to work every program that is right for you. I worked every program that was presented to me. I took it seriously. I advocated for myself and others, and I created other resources that helped me get to where I am today. Of course, I would not be here if it wasn't for the grace of God and God giving me the wisdom and giving me what it takes, the strength, the tenacity, the resilience to get to this point. But work every program. Um, be honest about your needs. The more honest you are, the more truthful you are, the more help you can get. So being in these programs, being with the HHA has really helped me transform my life. It has produced something in me that probably wouldn't happen if I was anywhere else. So take the program serious, learn from every lesson, be true to who you are, and let your story be heard. Advocate for yourself and love others. That's my advice.